What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking all about 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. This is season 6, episode 5, and the title of this episode is Love Takes Hostages. In this video, we're going to be talking all about Tiffany and Ronald. But before we get started, of course, my besties, I need you to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, plus hit that bell so you will be notified on future uploads coming out this week. Also, quick disclaimer, I would like to rebrand for you all. I would like to do some new merch because the merch I have up there now is pretty old. So I want to hear your thoughts on if I just did a t-shirt that simply said RHIO besties, because I do call you all my besties. So, if you would like something like that or would support something like that, let me know in that comment section down below. Also, let me know what colors you would like in some of the t-shirts or coffee mugs or whatever it is. Let me know some colors that you would attract to, because I do want to make merch that I know that you all will love and support. So without further ado, I appreciate all of your love and support. Let's go ahead and get straight into this recap. So with Tiffany and Ronald, I guess Ronald thought that him polishing his helmet was going to score some major cool points with Daniel, because he made sure to put that right in front of the camera, because in this scene, he is video chatting with Daniel. When Daniel doesn't acknowledge that, then he proceeds to do a show and tell and hold his boots up, telling Daniel that he just got done polishing his motorcycle boots. Instead of talking to him about how school was, because Daniel did mention that, he's showing him his boots. Ronald claims that he speaks to the kids numerous times out of the day. Now, Tiffany girl, we're going to need you to confirm this, okay? We need you to confirm, is this Ripley's? Has he been talking to them kids numerous times a day? I don't know. Could be. He could be. I don't know. So what I didn't like is Ronald knows the deal, okay? He knows the deal, but he was trying to use Daniel as a pawn to pose the question to his mom, when are they going back to South Africa? And he tells Daniel to mention it to her daily. I did not like that. He knows that she said if he wants them there, then he needs to book the tickets. He needs to pay for the flights. Okay, but he's playing this game, and like I said, I just didn't like that. Keep that talk with you and your wife. You talk about those things. Daniel is a child, okay? Don't come to Daniel asking Daniel to tell his mom, oh, when are we going back? Don't do that. But now he's telling the camera crew that, he may be able to share the cost of the plane tickets, and I just don't believe him. I think that he's full of it and will say anything to get her and the kids to come to South Africa. So he tells Daniel in this scene that if the visa is approved, then he will come to the U.S., but if it's declined, that they will have to move to South Africa, to which Daniel says no over and over. Daniel says that he doesn't want to move there because his family isn't there and he will miss them. Ronald is frustrated, you can tell. So much so, he's frustrated because Tiffany doesn't want to live in South Africa, and Daniel is clearly saying that he doesn't want to either. But instead of going back and forth with the kid, he should be talking to his wife. Ronald is trying to be firm by telling Daniel that they will be moving to South Africa. Daniel tells Ronald, no, they're not. Stop it. So when he says, you guys will be, no, you'll be moving here, Daniel's like, no, we're not stopping. Daniel's like, what I think should happen is, we can come down there, for 2 or 3 months, but then we coming back. Daniel is not trying to live in South Africa. Daniel had an opportunity to go there, and he obviously did not like it. Ronald just really needs to stop having this conversation with the child, because it's really between him and his wife to figure that out. Ronald says that he knows Tiffany doesn't want to move there, but he won't keep doing a long distance relationship. Now, at this point, I feel like Tiffany has already checked out of the marriage and is simply dealing with him because she doesn't want him to relapse, or she doesn't want to cause him to relapse by dropping that bomb on him. But Ronald is a fool to believe that Tiffany would ever consider moving there after, one, getting a glimpse of what it's like, and two, when he can't even provide for his family. He can't even hardly provide for himself. So how will he take care of his family? It's funny how he says in this scene that Plan B, according to him, is that Tiffany and the kids will be moving to South Africa. And as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, Ronald, keep wishing on a star. Keep wishing on a star, buddy. Because I think it's pretty clear that she does not want to move to South Africa. In the next scene, Tiffany is going out for drinks with her sister, and she opted out of talking with her mom because she says that her mom will say anything to get her to leave Ronald. She says that her sister, on the other hand, is neutral. Tiffany says that it's not a conversation because she will not be moving to South Africa. She tells her sister that she felt unsafe and she was scared every day. She says that she is avoiding telling Ronald that they won't be coming if the visa doesn't get approved because she doesn't want him to relapse. Now, Tiffany reveals a year prior that he relapsed and spent all his money on gambling. Her sister believes, regardless, that Tiffany needs to be honest. In this case, Tiffany needs to be honest. Old boy's gonna relapse regardless. Addiction is a everyday fight. It's an everyday battle. It's like there's no magic cure. So people who have addiction, every day they're fighting to stay clean. Every day they're fighting, go back to some of the old patterns that they had. So I think that she shouldn't tippy-toe around this situation. If she doesn't plan on going, be firm about that. If your visa doesn't get approved, we will not be moving there. I will not be moving my children. Now, the thing is, he has rights as a father. But if she can kind of show, which it would be easy for her to show, that he's not fit, because he can't provide, and also the environment in which he wants to move them, probably based on his income, because, a lot of times with 90 Day Fiance, what I've learned is when they show a lot of these foreign countries in different places, they show the really bad parts. Everywhere you live has a good and a bad part. So I feel like they hone in on the bad part, and where Ronald was trying to move them, it definitely wasn't safe for kids. It definitely wouldn't be an environment that you would want to raise your children in. But I think where he was moving them to was based off of what he could afford, his income. But, he's just at the point where he can't even hardly take care of himself. So I just think her moving those kids down there and her going down there to live, I don't think that's good until he could prove that maybe he could put them in a safer environment. He can prove that he's a little more stable with his gambling addiction, because just a year prior, he relapsed. So he's just not in a position to be ready to welcome a family. Not one bit. He's not ready. And then if you kind of see some snippets of, in the past, how he's kind of talked to her, it's like, very dominant, very controlling. I think that her taking those plane tickets, canceling them, and taking that money to put a deposit on that home, choosing herself and providing shelter and stability for her children was a great idea. I think that was a smart idea, a wise idea as a mother, and not put it on, every 2 and 3 months just to appease him when he's not making any moves. She's doing basically all the work. She says, she's providing for her family financially. Ronald is not contributing one bit to their marriage nor to the household. In that case, I think that her getting that place and positioning herself to be successful and to be able to provide that stability for her children was definitely a smart move. So I'm very curious to know your thoughts on Tiffany and Ronald in this episode of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. This is season 6, episode 5. The title of this episode is Love Takes Hostages. I always look forward to talking to you in that comment section down below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video coming up. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, plus hit that bell so you will be notified on future uploads coming out this week. And again, I appreciate all of your love and support. I hope all of my besties have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.